Ladies and gentlemen, Golfweek Amateur Tour proudly presents Golfweek Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golfweek Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas, Chris. It looked like, from the 12 days of Christmas, your members had a great Christmas. But how was yours and your family's Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good time. It was fun being able to make all those videos. I hope you got to see some. Got some good. Thank you. Got some good compliments on that. It was a good time. We had a director of mine, an assistant director, win on the day that he did his intro, which was kind of funny coincidence. But I mean, what can you do when you roll a when you roll a wheel of names, anything can happen.
Exactly.
But no, Christmas was great. Got to hang out with the family. We host every year, so everybody comes to our house, and I like it better that way because I don't have to drive home. I can enjoy a plentiful glasses of whiskey like it was back in Hilton Head.
I understand. I definitely understand. So, well, I'm going to hell. I don't know if you realize this, but
no, we discussed this, but go ahead. I'll let you do the honors.
It's been a long couple weeks. So, just so you know, I took even more shit after. So, if you guys remember, we always forget something, and
We do.
a couple years ago was Mother's Day. I mean, we've forgotten Veterans Day, but I think I made a cardinal sin last week. We wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and those types of things, but we missed Jen's birthday. Jen's birthday is December the 18th. So during Hanukkah, it's been 8 crazy nights. Just put it that way.
It happens. The unfortunate thing is she realized that as we were recording, not as she was listening to it in her car or wherever, because that could have been worse. So at least it was at home. But yes, Jen, we missed your birthday. We apologize, but I hope it was great.
Chris, I'm not taking you down with me on this one. This one is 100% on me. I'm giving you an out. This was on me. And never again.
No.
We're going to hell, but I mean there's just keep stacking the reasons,
You know what though? I mean, we gotta love that we have people that notice the little things that we miss, because that just only makes us better.
It does.
So,
Well, with that, before we start talking about our guests, I went to see the kids and grandkids for Christmas, but before we left, I got to go over to see Jennifer McCormick for the first time since it's the first time I've seen her
a while.
since August, and she looks really good. Spirits are high. I mean, we didn't stay long. We spent maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes with them, and she looks really good. And like I said, in good spirits. She looks good. It's they're doing the radiation now, so probably won't see her again for a little bit. But
Right.
I don't want to go see her. We just got back in town, and the kids always give us something, so I'm not taking anything that the kids gave us and taking it over.
Right.
Because again, that's just add another layer on top of all the stuff that we do. So
Right.
But I did
Well,
let everybody know. She looks really good, in great spirits. Was happy, joking around and up and moving around and doing lots of good stuff. So it was nice.
that's good to hear because, we did miss her at nationals. You can tell it was a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I had Dennis on my first day of Christmas intro, and he looked in good spirits, and it different from what we saw in October. So it's only looking up from here, and glad to hear that report.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and bring in our first guest. It's another new tour director from Senior Michigan. He's taken over for Dennis Nault, who moved to Florida. Chris, let's go ahead and welcome in our new Senior Michigan tour director, Jim Shadduck. Jim, welcome to the show and welcome to the team, bud.
Hey there. How you doing, everybody? Thank you for welcoming me.
It's just another normal recording night for us.
Yeah.
There's always something fun going on, but I'm glad you've taken some time to join us. Just when you leave here, you can't tell anybody how bad some of the stuff is that we're doing. Playing with emojis and that sort of thing. I think I just gave us away.
Your secret is safe.
That's awesome. So Jim, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from the Senior Michigan Tour. Give us a little bit of background.
So a little background on me. I was a baseball kid growing up all through high school, through college, played baseball, and I started getting into golf. Once all my competitive days with softball, volleyball, and all the athletic activities that hurt our bodies as you get older. And I just started playing a lot of golf. I ran into kind of the amateur tour, the senior amateur tour. I don't know, maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago, something like that. Started playing in the events, and I love it. And when Dennis, who was running the tour prior to me, decided he was going to retire and move to Florida, and he told me that I should look into it and consider it to be the next director. So I love the opportunity. We have been, I say we, Rich Wheeler is another guy that I befriended, and he's one of my first friends on tour, and he's going to be helping me out. We've put together a tremendous schedule this year throughout the state of Michigan. So I'm really excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, we're going to miss Dennis. I mean, he did a great job. But the same thing I tell most of the people that live up that way, in Chicago, Milwaukee, Michigan, Minnesota. You don't have to live there. And I think Dennis finally figured out, you know what? I'm just going to move somewhere where it's warm.
All right. Yeah, he's the smart one. I was shoveling snow first thing this morning, so.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass.
I'm just not. We had some.
I wouldn't mind it so much, but I stopped snowboarding.
Well, because you're going to kill yourself at this age.
Right.
We actually had snow here in Hilton Head last January, and what upset me more than anything is I didn't have a shovel. Grown man didn't have a shovel to get rid of the snow. So there's no way I'm not doing snow anymore. It just not doing it.
Yeah.
Chris, you ever had snow in El Paso? Ever?
Yeah, I like just covering the ground, and that's it. Don't worry about it.
So Jim, tell us about you. What do you do? During the day when you're not shoveling snow or playing golf.
Yeah, I am a senior, but I do still work. I've been writing home mortgages for I'm into 21 years now, so I do that on my normal time and throughout the week, and try to spend as much time as I can, playing golf and winning some tournaments. So I still have a son playing college baseball, so we've got one more season. Oh well, to watch him play, and so then it's work and golf.
Wow. Wow. So where'd you go to school?
I went to what it's now called the University of Olivet. When I was there, it was Olivet College. It's a small D3 school here in Michigan between Lansing and Battle Creek.
Okay.
Met a lot of great friends there. Had a great opportunity to play some college baseball, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It was a fun school to attend. A lot of great friends.
And your son's a senior, and what position does he play, and what school does he go to?
Yep, he is at Aquinas College, which is a NAIA school, part of the NAIA out of Grand Rapids. He's primarily a catcher. In his 4 years that he's been playing there, he's caught, he's played third, he's pitched, he's played outfield. So he has a nice opportunity that he can fill in whenever he's not catching just about anywhere. Mm-hmm. And then I have another son who's in his first semester of the doctorate program for physical therapy at Grand Valley University.
Wow. God bless him. Yeah, I was an athletic trainer in one of my first professional lives, and that profession there, it's going to take a lot of time, but when he's done, he's going to be okay. Do either of them?
Yeah, we're very proud. Sure. Oh yeah, they both play. My oldest he's all about golf now. My other one. My youngest, he's ready to put the spikes away, and he'll be all golf too. So, yeah. So we were a baseball family, and now it's, like I said, now we're just playing golf.
That's awesome. That's when they get done school, you got to get them helping you run these tournaments. Put them to work a little bit. Be able to spend a day with them, but
yes.
They got to work.
Yes, for sure. Yep. Yeah, we've got quite a few tournaments up in the Grand Rapids area. So I will be putting them to work when we get up that way.
So I'm actually looking at your schedule right now. I don't know too much about a lot of these courses. I've played Bucks Run. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. That's the only one I played that's on your schedule. So which ones?
That's awesome. That's what I love. We work really, really hard to put this schedule together.
Okay. So talk about the University of Michigan, in April. Is that going to be open in time for you guys? Is that a good time to play that?
I think that's going to be a really good time.
Okay.
Obviously, we never really know what the weather is going to be like. The last several years, it's been really nice in April. So I'm kind of taking a chance, but I think that we're going to be okay. Even if it's a little chilly, the snow should be gone. Heck, to be honest with you, I can go back many years, and we had snowstorms on Mother's Day. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
That doesn't surprise me being up there, but it's probably hit or miss.
Yeah.
But what I really, when you talk to other tour directors that have tournaments at I would say the flagship university of the state, most of them say that's really the best course. I mean, I don't even listen to Butch and the Ohio State course. We're not even talking about that, but the guys from Indiana, they play both at Notre Dame and at IU, the foul course. They love them. University of Maryland course has always been good. I don't know. I don't think Dwayne's ever talked about being on at. He's in Dallas, not in Austin. But I won in Austin. But what other people we talked to that are playing these?
Yeah,
these college courses.
There's been a handful that I can't think of, but there are a bunch of college courses out there that are being played.
Yeah,
Virginia, isn't the college Virginia's course being played?
No, they're not playing there. But the whole idea of at least from some of these other tour directors' perspective is if you can play on these courses that where the flagship university plays, it's you're generally playing a good course, and it's a course that people want to play. But of your schedule, which is the course?
It is a phenomenal track.
Okay. Would you say that's one of the premieres that's on your schedule?
100%. Yep. I just added today too. The University of Michigan is definitely one of our flagship courses that we're going to play. You played Bucks Run, Tim, so you know how nice that is.
Yes.
Stonewater Country Club over in Grand Rapids, again, another beautiful course. And what's another one? Gosh, there's so many. We're doing a 2-day at Moose Ridge, which is kind of right in the Ann Arbor area, just north. But a true gem in Livingston County that you wouldn't believe it. It's truly like playing a course up north, right here, 15 minutes from my house.
That's awesome. That's awesome. If you're going to talk to somebody about not missing a 1-day course, we've talked about a couple of them. You can't choose those. Which is the 1-day course? If somebody's going to be traveling and they're going to come to Michigan, which is the one that they need to target their weekend for?
Oh boy, the University of Michigan is right there. Stoughton-Bray, out of it's kind of on the west side, more the west half of Michigan, kind of between Battle Creek and Kalamazoo. That's a relatively new course. I think it's only 5 years old or something like that, but it was one of the top 5 courses in the state. So you've got that one.
Jim, I've got to ask you, I'm looking at your schedule. These kind of look kind of scary. The Nightmare course and the Dream course. What's going on with those two?
Those are kind of piggyback courses. They're in kind of the middle of the state, kind of lower Michigan, kind of halfway to really truly up north. But they are just beautiful tracks. Very, very risk reward. You walk out of there feeling pretty good with your score, whatever it is that you shoot. And the joke there is the Dream is more of the Nightmare kind of a course. It's really, really difficult. The Nightmare, it does come across a little dreamier and easier, with a little more room to miss. But yeah, beautiful tracks. That's going to be a great event.
And I see they have on their website, The Quest is their third sister course, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. I've seen it started to get advertised. I have not even seen where the course is in relation to the other two yet. But I'm expecting that to be equally as nice as the other two. Yeah, so we've got a couple of nice weekends. If somebody wants to spend the weekend in Mount Pleasant, play Bucks Run and stay overnight, there's a handful of other courses that are beautiful right in that area. Or, we do the overnight at Nightmare and the Dream.
Yeah, you probably won't get any sleep, though, if you do that.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
You got to be quick around here, man. Sure, we don't play. So, what other things should your members be looking for this year? That's going to be a little bit different than what Dennis did.
You know what we're trying to do is I'm trying to, I don't know the better way to say it. We're just trying to give people the opportunity to play some great courses. We've got great competition. I'm going to increase the pot size, for those that finish in the top 3-4 places. Want to try to pay out a few more people, but also make it a little bit nicer when you take first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And my guess is you're going to be the same sizes as you were last year with close to 140, maybe 150 members, and that's really going to get you some good field sizes and get the pots up there and get the
Yep.
the skins
Yep.
on those other cash games are huge as well.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I've had some really great conversations with courses that were really receptive to our group coming out. They, were a little bit flexible as far as keeping it reasonably priced for our group. So that was really important to me. So I'm really pleasantly surprised with the courses that we're able to get and maintain kind of that price structure and keep it affordable. I mean, we know how expensive golf is, and everybody is starting to raise their prices, and it gets really difficult. So I'm really thrilled with the courses that we're able to put together.
Yeah, look, I mean, it looks like you got a really good schedule, and again, comparing, looking at some of the numbers for some of the same courses that you had last year, you got really good turnout, and that's really what you need. Especially if you could open up at University of Michigan. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be sunny and 70. We'll say that's Chris's wheelhouse. Sunny and 70.
You know what?
Perfect.
If we get even partly sunny and 65 at that time of the year, heck, even 60 is comfortable. That's going to be a beautiful day.
So you've been playing on tour for a while. What's your favorite course to play on tour that's not a Michigan course?
Favorite course not in Michigan? You know what? When I played, it's been several years, but it's the one in Hilton Head. Shoot, why am I drawing a blank? It's where they hold the PGA event after the Masters.
Oh, Harbortown.
Yeah,
Harbortown.
Harbortown. That's got to be one of my favorites.
Hold on just a second. Hey, Dan, go ahead and log off, and we'll let you know when you can come back. Come back in. It'll probably be like a couple minutes after 9. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. So they just reopened Harbortown. They did a major renovation. They shut it down after the PGA event, couple weeks after the PGA event, and if I remember correctly, they just opened it up a few weeks ago. They did I saw on Facebook or something where they were going through a lot of the changes. So it's just opened back up, and Chris, Icebreaker is it's 30
less than a month away.
Less than a month.
Yep.
Yep. So how about that? So you come down?
Yeah,
Jim, do you come?
Boy, I'd love to be able to get down there and playing that. I haven't yet, but I'm gonna. What's that?
So come on down.
Trust me, I want to. The priority right now still lies with baseball. So if there's an opportunity and I can break away without missing any games, I'm there.
Yeah, I get it, especially if this is the last go at it. You don't want to miss anything, and that's way more important because Harbortown will be there next year anyway. So,
yeah, when I came down, it's been 3 years, maybe 3 years ago. I came down for the Nationals event, and just being able to walk around Harbortown and the plantation, Sea Pines Plantation, and whatnot, brings back a lot of really good memories, and just it kind of stirred that urge that I needed to play that course again because it chewed me up really bad the first time I played it.
Well, it chews a lot of people up. That's a course where you really have to think, and I'm not talking for Chris, but at least one of us here on here, when you got to do a lot of thinking, not a whole lot of good happens. So.
Yep.
As you can tell, because we were playing with.
Yeah, that's the first course. Yeah, that's the first course that I ever played that really taught me that it's not just about hitting the fairway; it's about hitting this 20 by 20 patch of fairway to be able to get to the green. Otherwise, I found myself trying to work it in and out of trees the entire day. Makes for a long round.
Yeah, we had Joe Jaspers, he's a champ player on the Golf Week side. He's won 7 or 8 national championships, and had him on, and he had to talk about that course and how he plays that course. And when you talk to somebody like that who's a really good golfer, and hearing him get around the course, how he gets around it in the thinking, and how he picks his spot, doesn't matter what club it is, he's going to pick a spot that he knows that he can hit, that's not going to get him into trouble, and still be able to make a score. And he does that on that course, and he'll shoot 1 or 2 under as an amateur playing that course. It's amazing to watch him, to hear him talk about it, and then to watch him go out and do it. And then people like us, we're spraying balls all over the place, and no matter how much we want to do the same thing that he's doing, it's just we're just not able to do that. So, but I love that course. Well, Jim.
Yeah.
One last thing.
Love it.
As we leave you tonight, number one, thank you so much for joining us. But what's one thing that you want your members or future members to take away from you as a new tour director?
The one thing that I would like everybody to take away is I'm really kind of a no-nonsense guy. I want to come out and compete. I want to win the trophy as much as anybody else does. But I want to do it fair and square. You're not going to find me cheating. I'm not, moving the ball around. I want to make sure that everybody else does the same thing and plays by the rule of golf and that code that we have.
Right.
That's really important. We've got a tremendous group of guys and a couple of women as well. You know what? They're great people. And when you're done playing the end of the day, and to be able to meet up at the 19th hole and share a story, share a laugh, that's what I've really come to enjoy too.
Well, that's really what you're
anybody in Michigan that wants to be a part of that, I'd love to have you.
Well, again, Jim, thanks so much for spending some time with us tonight, and hopefully we'll get you on sometime middle of the season and catch up and see how things are going.
Yeah, look forward to it. I appreciate it.
All right, bud. Take care.
Have a good one.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's got to be fast and got to be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
Chris, when we get new tour directors, we're obviously going to miss the old tour director, and Dennis Nault did a phenomenal job. He stood that senior Michigan tour up, did a really good job. They were right around 150 member tour. Always had good turnouts with their tournaments, and so replacing him and picking up from I believe he's the first person that had that senior tour. Jim's got big shoes to fill, and he's going to do well. He's built a really good schedule. I kind of compared his schedule that he did with the one from last year. Some of the same courses, some new courses. So obviously going to be some new things, but I think he's going to do really well.
Yeah, I mean, we do this every time it's the off season going into the new season. We have new tour directors. Guys leave. They want to spend more time with their family. Whatever the situation may be, but they always leave the tour in the best hands.
Yeah.
And I think the people who take over are people that they trust to be able to take over. Kind of their baby. These tours are our babies.
Yeah.
So you do say big shoes to fill, but I think with the people that we decide to take over, I think we know as tour directors that they can fill those shoes.
Right.
And it's just a matter of having those members trust the new person. Because I know I came from somebody who, ran the tour for a couple of years, and it's hard when you're the new tour director and you don't know, the guys in your flight.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing, you don't know everybody, and having to get to know everybody, and then getting to know the new members that don't know who you are. So it's kind of like fresh in their minds. It's just a lot of fun to get to meet these guys, and I mean, I enjoy this part of our year that we get to go through with all these new tour directors. kind of get to know them, so that when we do see them face to face at nationals, it's not anything that we have to introduce. We already know.
Exactly. Now, the new St. Louis tour director's he's got big shoes to fill as well. Taking over for Tyler Cardwell. We're gonna miss Tyler. I sent him a note the other day, and he replied with a thank you, and he's still gonna be around. But what I just noticed is the new tour director was also the points champion from last year. So we're gonna talk.
That's a little sus. I don't know about all that.
We have to. Why don't we just go ahead and bring him in and just attack him right from the start? So please, everybody, let's go ahead and welcome the new St. Louis tour director, Daniel Van Meter. And then you were supposed to do it, and I did it. Daniel, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hey, thank you.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but we discussed something, and then somebody can't follow directions, and that was me.
Same with me. I jumped on a little early.
No, you're good. So Chris has a problem with you before we even get started that you're gonna have to address.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But we were looking as we're getting to know all the new tour directors. Last year is your first year playing, so obviously you made a great impression to be able to be one of the top people that they wanted to have you take over. But you can't be the new tour director and the flight champion of the previous year. That's just unfair.
That's what I've been told too. With my wife, she was kind of mentioning that too. Like, you're going to be out running the tour and playing. Tyler did it last year too. Tyler was the B flight winner. He won the points race as the year and the season went on. Tyler won B and I won C. After that last tournament, I went to Tyler and said, "I'm coming for you next year, man." I'm right on the verge. I'm right on the verge of getting the B group. So I told him at the end of the year that I was coming after him next year.
Oh, that's awesome. So before we start talking about golf, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in the tour. What
Sure.
did you do during the day when you're not, winning points championships?
Yep. So I grew up just about an hour north of St. Louis. Went to a small town school called North Green. After high school, I went on to college. I actually went to college down in St. Louis. Went to college at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. It's got a different name now. They got different degrees down there, right there by Barnes Hospital. Forest Park was the course that was closest to us there. Almost walking distance basically from where we were going to school down there. Went to college there. Spent a lot of time, 6 years down in St. Louis, played some different courses and things down there. Never did golf professionally or against anybody else or with the schools or anything like that. They didn't have it at that point in time, but I played a lot when I was in high school and growing up. I would ride my bike to the golf course back when I was a teenager when we could get out there. So the course I grew up on actually had sand greens. Didn't even have grass greens. I don't know if you've seen that or ever heard of that before, but
No, I've seen that before.
yeah. So you hit the ball on the green and then had to drag the sand and smooth it out to make your putt. So I grew up there, became a pharmacist at the College of Pharmacy. I've worked just over 20 years now as a pharmacist for Walmart. Hit 20 years back in September. I'm a pharmacy manager up in Jacksonville, Illinois at Walmart right now. Got married in 2008 to my wife, Karis. Then I've got several kids after that, all 5 of them. My oldest boy is 17.
More than several.
I got me a basketball team. Absolutely. My oldest boy is 17, or 16, I'm sorry, about to turn 17. Him and the second boy we had, Chase, is 15. They're both part of the golf team here at the school. I'm one of the coaches. I help coach their golf team here in town. And then I've got a daughter that's 13. And then we went for our 4th and final child, and so be it, we had twins. So
What happens?
yeah. So we got twin identical twin boys. They're 7 years old and getting them into golf as well.
You got to find a hobby, my friend.
I know.
TV or something.
I don't have anything to do. No more kids.
No,
Yeah.
oh my
Well,
God.
well, you you said your two oldest play high school golf. You gonna get them to help you out on this tour?
Oh yeah, they're looking forward to it big time. Logan's sitting over here watching, every little bit that's going on. So they're excited about it too. They're going to be helping us with setting up and stuff like that too. And we're going to look into seeing them trying to get out and play too. I know there was another gentleman last year that I played in a group, and he was only 15 playing too, playing against us. So I think our boys would love to go down there and play with him and play a couple rounds with him, and have some younger guys coming up into that competition as well.
I mean, our youngest, correct me if I'm wrong, Tim. Our youngest national champion was 13 years old at B Flight, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's either 12 or 13, but I think 13 is right.
So anything can happen.
They get them out early.
Yes, sir. And it gives them that competitive practice that they won't have in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So that's,
absolutely.
when high school comes around, they're ready to go.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for my boys in learning how to deal with some of that pressure situations and dealing with the pressure, when it comes to regionals and sectionals and that type of stuff, even with their high school. You feel the pressure out on the tour. I love that part of it. I think it brought out the best in me, to be honest with you. Gave me a much bigger focus when it was coming down, when it was only me playing as an individual on the tour.
Absolutely. So being your first year on the tour, what was something that really kind of stood out for you, that really kind of drew you in, that made you want to be a tour director?
So, obviously golf's been everything for me the last couple of years. I'm not going to lie about it. This all started last year, right around this time with Christmas time coming up. I had been looking into the tour and looking at different tours to join. This was the one that I was looking into, the Golfweek. It worked well with my schedule. It was back in St. Louis, back where I went to college. That was a big plus for me. Getting to play different courses, playing different areas. We just got several smaller courses up around this area. So playing some of these bigger, better courses really drew me into it. So last year, Christmas time, my wife wrote me a letter, put it in a present, and she paid for my membership tour to get on this tour and then get out there.
Oh, yeah.
Two of the biggest things, just the competition. And I really got to know some of the guys on the tour, like you guys were just talking about. I got to know a lot of the guys in C group and D group, playing out there. Definitely looking forward to meeting the guys in A and B group. I've already had a one person I've reached out to, or they reached out to me, and we've had a conversation, and he's ready to go next year and already practicing and getting ready to go.
That's awesome. And I love that your wife bought the membership for you. Kind of reminds me of my buddy James Briggs. And Chris, we've talked about him. I met James at a golf show, when I was tour director of DC, and his wife was giving him a hard time. He said, "You think you're so good? You should join this." And he said, "Okay, I'll join." And now she's upset because that's all he does. He travels around. God bless him. He's retired twice, and that's all he does is play golf. Good for him.
My wife, and then I played a couple tournaments, and just a couple tournaments into it, my dad joined. My dad's retired. He's playing in the D group. And he joined and went after it too. My wife's going to be, a big part of this tour too, helping us out. Tyler and Jamie did a great job tag teaming it. And they've really helped me. They've been instrumental with me, getting me ready for this, letting me know how things go, how to get things set up, how to get it rolling. So I've appreciated everything Tyler's done, and Jamie. They've both been in contact with me throughout the whole process. And like you said, Tyler's ready. He's ready to come back and play some too.
Yeah. he's such a good guy. Tyler and Jamie. Yeah, I've known Tyler for, oh man, probably 7-8 years now. He I call him a kid. He's a great kid, great wife. I know his dad. He plays out in Kansas, and obviously sorry to see him go, but glad he's staying and playing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of the arc of being a tour director. But how's your schedule looking?
So I've got 6 tournaments already confirmed. Jamie and Tyler had started working on the schedule. They had reached out to most of the courses that they played this past year. Some of them just don't fit with our schedule. There's some of them that did. So 6 of them I've got set right now. Moving forward to the next year, I'm waiting for about 4 or 5 different courses to see if they can move their dates around and change things around for me. Once I get that back from them here pretty soon, I'll maybe start contacting some other courses. I talked to Tyler. We're going to try to get upwards of close to 15 tournaments we can. I think we had 11 last year. So some people have recommended some different courses down there that they didn't play last year that we're looking into maybe trying to hit this year as well. I've reached out to one of the other tour directors, Jeff. I think he was from down south or Kentucky, maybe. Jeff Bass, maybe. I'm not sure if that's saying his name right, but reached out to him about trying to do a combined tournament as well. He's reached out to me about that as well. But yeah, I'm trying to give the courses that we played last year a chance to move their dates around to fit our schedule and go from there. And then, get that posted by at least the end of this month for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kentucky's Ed Early.
They're what now?
Kentucky is Ed Early.
Oh, maybe it's. Oh, he was Indiana, Evansville, Indiana.
Oh, Jeff Pleiss. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I I wasn't sure what his name was. Yep. I've talked to him and reached out to him. You were talking about Tyler's dad, Terry. I got to meet him at French Lick. Me and my dad went over to French Lick, the regional last year. Yep, and played there. We got to meet Terry, and the second day, my dad was paired up with him, so he got to play with that. He got to play the Pete Dye course with Terry that second day, and my dad became friends with him too. So, yep, it's been great to get to know some of the guys on the tour.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got to tell Chris about that French Lick tournament. Trying to get him out there, trying to get him to get away from.
Oh man,
to be able to get out there.
Unbelievable! I can't say enough about that place.
You have to convince Gabe. I've already told you this numerous times.
Me and Dad, the day before we played that tournament, Dad and I walked and went out to that course the night before and went up to the top clubhouse there and just looked at that place and stood there and went, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Unbelievable. I mean, every tee shot you're hitting, it's great. They have caddies there for you. That's one of the tournaments you have to get a caddy for, but playing it the first time, you need it. But it was absolutely amazing. Love the course, and let's put it this way: I got back the next day after that tournament, and I put in for vacation for next year when they were having the regional next year in 2026. And me and Dad's already planned on going that, and we're talking about taking the family with us too.
There you go.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good trip, Chris. If you ever want to go to a good place to play golf, that'd be a good place to go.
Anyways, so I see on the website you have the Birdie Club. You gonna keep doing that, or anything new that you're bringing for next year?
Yeah, so those are things that we sat down with the older boys and the other guys, trying to keep some of the stuff that he's done. The Birdie Club, if you get so many birdies within each group, they get a card, and do that card at the end of the year. I know Tyler and last year had a get together at the end of the year and kind of gave away all the awards. I thought that was really cool and really neat. Those are all things we're still trying to hash out because it's been so quick.
Right.
Just taking over within the last week or two. But we've sat down trying to come up with different ideas and different things that we can do. But I thought that was a pretty neat thing that he did with the Birdie Club. You get so many birdies throughout the entire season. You get your own, basically a baseball card, football card, whatever you're going to call it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Tyler did last year that we're going to continue into this next year too as well, and try to. One of the things we want to make it about is make it about the players. Maybe get some more pictures and videos of them out on the course, making putts on 18. Getting videos of champions making the putt on 18th green to win it and posting that and sharing it with that player so that they have that information, they have that memory going forward, and make it about the players and, let them have some fun with that as well.
Yeah. Because that's really what it is. It's about the players and making sure that they have a good experience. Chris, I don't know if you saw those Birdie Club cars. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see them, and that's why I brought it up, because I think that's a pretty cool idea. And it's recognition. Birdies are hard to make, especially as you get in the B, C, and D flights. So just to be able to say you're part of a club is pretty cool.
Yep, one of the things I didn't get last year, I'll be honest.
So you won the points championship. You can get 8 birdies.
Oh, I had some birdies, but you have to get like C group. You have to get like 10 birdies throughout the year. I think I had 5 maybe for the year.
Okay, but still,
each flight you had to get 20 birdies. Yep.
Okay. That's awesome. But
we definitely want to get more exposure a little bit on social media and doing those things for the players for sure.
Yeah, and as you get into this, and you get into your own rhythm, and you'll see what's going to work for you, and it's going to be good. It's going to be great. Some of the things that Tyler did over the years, phenomenal stuff. I mean, just really good things, and if you model some of those things, it's not many of the other tours are doing things that well, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, Tyler's going to be there for me. I've talked to him multiple times, him and Jamie both. So they, like I said, they've been huge help, moving us forward and getting what we need going forward. And like I said, I'm going to continue a lot of the stuff that he did. I enjoyed it out there when he was doing it. Had awesome trophies, and he was a great guy to be around and good camaraderie, and that was always fun with them. And it was always good to be out there with the guys and playing some golf.
Absolutely. So as we wrap things up, what's one thing you'd want the members to know about you and what to look forward to as you go into the 2026 season?
So, I mean, going back to all the guys that have played it in the past, come out, give it a try again. Like I said, we're going to be there for you guys. We're going to try to make this as most enjoyable for you. If you have questions or concerns, suggestions, anything like that, bring it up to me. I've been a manager for years and years. I'm one of the easiest guys to get along with and hang out with. But I'll take criticism like no other too. If you guys have suggestions, comments, concerns, bring it to me. I don't have any issue with that, and I'll address them and do our best to, get each and every player on that tour out there and ready to play, and get to meet all the guys and have some fun.
Well, that's awesome, and I know you're going to do really well.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that.
So make sure you tell our friends out there. I know a bunch of the guys on the St. Louis tour. Tell them we said hi, and hopefully we'll see you guys here down the road.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Chris.
Right. Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
Tim, Daniel just seems like a warm-hearted tour director. We're all kind of the same, but off air we got to meet his family, who walked in right when we were done. They look excited. When he said he had 2 teenage boys, those boys are not teenagers. Those are some grown men that he's got there. But no, it's exciting that to get to meet these new tour directors. But I think he's gonna be one that is excited to see every event. He's gonna remember you by name and talk to you and welcome you like it's your first time.
Yeah. His oldest son, the camera angle looks like he's almost 7 feet tall. He's probably 6'2", 6'3", easy. But dude was huge.
Yeah, put him on the line. Put him on the old line. I'll run right behind him.
See. So, but yeah, and it looks like they're going to be doing this as a family affair. It's not just
Right.
Daniel and his wife. The kids are involved. Daniel's father plays as well. So I mean, it's going to be a true family affair with them in St. Louis. Look forward to big
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, and I mean, as you see around the country, you could throw a dart to any one of the tours, and someone in their family's involved, whether it's the wife, the kids.
Yeah.
You go Arizona, Gabe's daughters help all the time, and his wife helps. You go to Dallas, his wife helps. You go to Kansas, and his daughter helps. I mean, you go around the country, and everybody's helping.
Yeah.
My oldest is getting to that point where he's going to be asking for more money for high school stuff. So, come on, you're going to learn how to do live scoring and get some money that way. So, that's what makes, I think, our tour special, is the fact that the people that we also involve in this make it feel like family.
Exactly. But again, they're going to do great stuff. And we've got, I think we've got a couple more new tour directors coming as well. I don't know if they've been announced yet, but so I don't want to say
No spoilers.
I don't want to say anything out of turn, but I think there's a couple more out there.
Nice. I can't wait to meet them, because it's a lot easier when we meet them now and then get to put a person to the interview at nationals than meeting them for the first time there. Because I'll tell you this: when I was a first time director and I went, other than Gabe, I didn't know where to go to. I was lost, a lost little puppy, and it can be very intimidating. So it's good that we can at least give them at least two people to come talk to. And I mean, we got the big table in the back, so we're hard to miss.
Exactly. One thing we got to do, and I'm putting on you to remember this because I can't remember my wife's birthday. We've been married 30 years. We need to get pictures of us doing that at next year's tour director night, because we don't have any pictures of that. And somebody was asking me for some to put on promotional material, and so since we didn't have any, we lost out on something that
Right.
Not that, again, I look at it like this way: got a face for radio, and voice for silent movies. Nobody really wants to see my face.
I think it's the other way around.
Voice for radio, face for silent movie.
Yeah. I think.
No, it's a face for radio and a voice for silent movies.
Sure.
Oh my God. Can you remember this? Okay, can you remember to get pictures?
I will remember to get pictures. Actually, you know who might have a picture that we could reach out to? Gina. I think she took pictures.
That opportunity's gone.
Oh.
I mean, we can still ask her, but yeah, that opportunity is gone. We lost it. Way to go.
We tried. I didn't know. You didn't ask me.
Well, Jen asked me if I'm treading very lightly here on this. Okay. So Jen asked me if I took any pictures while we were doing the interviews. And I said, I could do lots of things.
Anyway, yeah. I
didn't do that. I can't do that.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
So I'll just leave it there, and I know I should have taken those pictures. Anyway, you've got some really good stuff going on too. I don't know if you saw this, but you'd mentioned in the last episode you had a TV station out and newspaper out, and
right.
the mayor, right? Did you know you were
Yes.
you ended you guys ended up in the newspaper too? There's a post about it on Facebook.
I didn't know that. No.
What are you doing?
There's been so much that's come out of that and they may have told me, and I just
Tell you what, I'm just gonna share my screen. And no, I'm not sharing Chris on the shelf. I'm not. It just
okay.
This is real. How about that?
Just kidding.
Not only are you in the paper, I mean, so this number here showing that the amount of money that just that one tournament injected into the local economy, that's huge.
Let me put my reading glasses on for this one.
Oh, here we go. You can read it?
Yeah, that's awesome. The Sun Country's. Wow, 50K boost.
How awesome is that?
That's a lot. That's awesome. I mean, for a town that, it's got 2 exits, one to enter, one to exit. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we were able to do that. Took my wife out to a steakhouse that I've never been, didn't even know it existed there.
Okay.
And thing was packed, and we rolled in our hoodies, and the owner came to talk to us to ask us what was going on, because he had served guys in blue and guys in red, and we told him, I hope the guys in blue tipped better because they're losing. So that's awesome. That's a cool picture, actually.
Yeah, it is. Now, just so everybody knows, those shirts are actually red. I mean, for me, they're showing up as pink.
They're red, as you can see here. They're red.
They're red. But again, that's a nice job by you and Gabe to get that kind of publicity for it. So let's make sure that Dennis and Jennifer know about that, and because you never know where that could lead as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and like that and share that with Gabe. It looks like it was yesterday, but again, there's a lot of cool things coming out. Some other things that are gonna be announced here in the next couple of days that I'm excited to share. Can't really talk about that one, but it was a great time. But it showed me how much, honestly, social media can help the tour.
Mm-hmm.
Learning on my own how to enhance that for this next year. Honestly, this last month, I've felt like I've learned a lot. So if you're not following us on social media, get ready, follow us, because we're going to have a lot of things, event announcements each month, and just promote the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what my guys deserve. Mm-hmm. Guys and gals.
Exactly. So I really do also like what you're doing with the 12 Days of Christmas. I like the player interviews. You had Dennis on there for the first one, and just other guys coming up and kind of doing their thing before you do the giveaway, which I think it's great. I think it's a nice touch. I think it looks good. I think you not dressed up as Chris on a shelf is.
I have my own little elf on the shelf, all right?
Has enhanced this. I like the Christmas tree as it spins around. I just want to show you. I mean, you're doing a good job. Now, I didn't see the last couple. What was the biggest thing you gave away? What was the biggest thing you gave away?
As we start, it starts off small, and it builds up throughout the 12 days. The biggest thing is a major event of your choice.
Okay, good.
And I mean that allows you to pick, from 5 that we have. Mm-hmm. And some of these events they might not decide to go to, and because they have this choice, now they can add one to their schedule. We had a sponsor giveaway, a $50 Visa gift card, which was awesome. Couple different local events. just to enhance, that one person to go, and they may bring a friend now that it's a free roll, and maybe able to bring a friend, some tour credits, things of that nature. It's the best that I can do to give back. And as of this episode, I think we're close to 55, 60 members,
Good.
which is awesome. So there's more giveaways to come, but the most that we can give back to the members, I feel is the best way for us to show our appreciation.
Right. Well, it's working. I mean, you guys are doing a good job. It looks good, and all those other good things. So keep up the good work. I was kind of hoping maybe you give away a trip to for the podcast to come out to Tupac.
Who am I going to give that trip to? To us?
Yeah, to us. Give away to us.
As much heat I got from my assistant winning a little side games on the day that he introed it. We'll just have to talk.
You got to admit that was funny.
It was. It was, especially because, one, I forgot to erase my name, which I should have done that from the beginning, because it almost landed on me, which would have been even more funnier. I didn't want. See, here's the thing with these videos, I don't do any retakes. What we get is what we get. Before we used to be live, and now all these restrictions on social media about going live, you have to have so many followers and this and that. So you get one take, and the winner's the winner. And
right.
I hope you believe me, but that's as raw as I can get is having him win, and it just happened to be a crazy coincidence. But you and me will talk on the side, and one of these days we're gonna get you out to Tupac, Arizona. And so you can see the madness that I call my second home.
That'd be awesome.
I'm already ready to go. I had to miss it this year, with getting sick and all. So I'm already looking forward to it. Whether it's the event or the Ryder Cup, I just can't wait.
Well, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble here, but we're 12 days away from the season open.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
12 days away. There was people must think I spend too much time on Facebook. I really don't spend a lot of time on Facebook at all. But I opened it up. It just so happened that there was a golf pro from French Lick Country Club.
Okay.
He was in Hilton Head and proposed to his girlfriend on the 18th at Sea Pines at Hartwell.
Okay.
And talked about how nice the renovations was. It's the second time that he's played the course. It's beautiful. It's in great shape. And so this just happened. I think it was posted. Oh man, it was probably a week ago that I saw it. And so, I mean, it's less than a month out of when we're going to be
renovation. Yeah.
Well, of when we're going to be there. So I mean,
right.
So it's in really good shape, and the grass was green. I mean, it looked really good from the pictures that they took. So, and just so happened that guys from French Lick too.
Right. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I know it's been cold a couple times, but that, I mean, if you go on the Golfweek website and you look at the regionals, you could really. I know this is a cliche, I guess you can say, but you could put that schedule on the wall, throw a dart, and anyone that you land on, you're gonna have a great time.
Absolutely.
If we have a millionaire sponsor who wants to sponsor us to go to every single one, please step forward. I know me and Tim will make the time to go to every single one throughout the year.
Yep. Well, we wouldn't be able to go to every single one because there's some that are playing same weekends. But
we'll flip a coin on that one.
We could do Saturday in one day, and
yeah,
take a private jet to Sunday, and we'd be good to go.
Just throwing it out there. If there's anybody who wants to sponsor a segment, let us know. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I've been to Western States Icebreaker, great time. I've been to the Ohio Regional last year, amazing time. Looking down here, Great Lakes Regional, you and me were at. That was fantastic. The deflighters off of day one may not fit, or day two may not feel the same, but still a great time. Cajun Classic, excellent time.
Phenomenal time.
Big Cedar Lodge, excellent time. TPC Scottsdale, I mean, you know my opinion on that.
Hold on. Just make sure. Is that just above average? Is that?
It's got a special place in my heart, so I can't grade that one.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to be non-biased here, but
I understand.
that one's got a special place, and you're gonna have a good time trying to convince Gabe to let me go.
I know. I don't think it's happening ever.
I mean, we could pull me fly out Saturday night.
Well, no. What would it have to be is we'd have to fly private from Scottsdale to French Lick Sunday.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. One day we're gonna make that nonsense work. But I want to play French Lick too, so we'd have to. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, you can throw a dart at any one of those regionals. Go make one, make two. I mean, I think you get credit for 3 of them in points.
Yep, get 3.
So if you want to be real crazy, go and do all 3.
I wouldn't be real crazy. I'd say you could do all of them. You know, you only get points for 3, but you're not. I mean, which course are you going to pass up from going to play? Seriously,
Right.
There's not a bad course. Obviously, there's not a bad course on there.
No.
So
I'd like to play the Harbor Town one year.
come on down. I think there's 7 spots open.
7 spots left?
I think so.
Well, alrighty then. I think a couple of my guys might be going up there. I know one guy for sure is going. So I'm going to have him, if you're out there, I'm going to have him swing by and say hi.
I'll be there. I will be there. So generally on Icebreaker, I'll come and hang out a little bit on Saturday. Just see the guys, say hi, before they tee off. Sometimes I'm around when they come in on Saturday. Sometimes I'm not. It just really kind of depends. And then Sunday I spend all day at Harbor Town. Put the drone up, take pictures, do the interviews.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah, just have a good time. Now, so the next episode comes out the Monday after that. So that it comes out on the 12th. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to turn around those interviews or not for the 12th, but definitely for the episode after that. So we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. What else? What else are we not forgetting?
I'm sure we're forgetting all kinds of stuff. I almost just want to throw my hands up and I'm okay. I didn't even know if I wanted to mention this, but talk about all the failures. This first episode, and we've been doing this. We're going on 4 years. I'm not in a Golfweek shirt.
Yeah,
I didn't pack one. To come
Sorry.
here today.
It's all right. It's a new year.
I got to get together.
It's going to be a new year, and we're going to fix all these little mistakes we have.
Yeah, we got to get fixed. Got to be better. So, all right, my friend. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you guys had a Merry Christmas. Be safe. Have a happy New Year, and
Yes,
we will see you in 2026.
We'll see you next year.